Hello everybody, this is Bob Lindsay from Houston, Texas. I split time between Houston and Huntington Beach in Southern California. So I'm back in Houston now for the winter time. On the TG forum, I'm RJ Lindsay 3. I haven't posted a lot in the past. I hope to improve upon that in the future. When I looked that up, I found out that I was first member of TotallyGuitars in June of 2010, so a little over three and a half years. Made me realize I should be a much better guitar player by now than I am, so I'll have to work on that. Family, I've got a wife, Beth, lives with me here in Houston. We've got a daughter, Michaela, that's up in Austin, Texas, living the dream up in Austin. And my son Luke is a sophomore at Santa Clara University, mechanical engineering student. Santa Clara is right down the road from where we had the camp, so it was great to be able to get down and see him on Sunday evening. Planned to see him back up there in January after the first of the year, and when I realized that, I asked Neil during the camp if he had time to do drop-in face-to-face lessons, and he said, yeah, get in touch with him, see what we could do. So I think that would be worthwhile. Real quick anecdote, after the open mic night, I did my song, I sat down, and Neil very graciously came over and said, good job. Now, I'd had some problems with the bar chord, and so he was telling me, be sure to get that bar down first, and then grab the rest of the chord. And I said, Neil, I've heard you say that 100 times in the lessons. And he stopped me and he said, I know, but this time it's face-to-face. I was like, whoa. I feel you, Neil. Okay. So I think there'd be some benefit in sitting down with Neil, and I hope to be able to do that in January. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see, I'm retired. I worked in the oil industry for 31 years, worked for the same company, ConocoPhillips, and most of the time in the marine transportation group. We built ships and operated those around the world. Big part of that was bringing crude oil down from Alaska to the west coast of the U.S. So had a great run, had the chance 4 years ago to retire and get back to the guitar. So that's when I came across TG and signed up and have been working on it ever since. IGC feedback, I've seen a lot of the posts, agree with all the comments on the workshop, the camp itself, the structure. It was a sensory overload, more than we could absorb. Larry, I look forward to some of the workshop videos getting posted because I can't recall much from all that great instruction that we got. So the instructors were fantastic. The concert was fun. Three things, though, that I think I took away from the camp that I would also highlight. One's the opportunity to learn from other students. Saturday afternoon, I was furiously practicing Powderfinger, trying to be able to play it Saturday night. And one of the other campers, Stuart, knew that song. And he showed me a couple of embellishments that really make it sound cool. One of my goals going to the camp was to learn techniques for embellishing campfire songs, because I'm kind of at the campfire, strum along, a little bit of finger picking. And Stuart showed me some things that really dress up the song. I didn't try them Saturday night because I had my hands full as it was, but since I've gotten back, I include those now when I'm playing, and that's the kind of tips that I was looking for. So Stuart, thanks for that. In the future, I hope we have more time during the camp for three-person teaching, student to student. The other thing I got a lot of benefit out of was the technology sharing. I'm now up to 67 songs in my 3-ring binder, and I'm very aware of the dreaded page turn pause. And so I figured, well, there's got to be apps and technology that can help me with that. Rob showed me an app he has called Fourscore, and he said he liked it. You could put PDF files on, and it was very useful. Saturday night, I was in the guitar scrum. Fortunately, I was close enough to be able to see the tablet. I think it was Andy, and the software he had was OnSong, and it was amazing. It scrolls the music for you, so you get the timing set up. You don't have to worry about flipping the page, and that's just huge, I think. Not expensive, so I went ahead and bought OnSong. So again, learning from others really accelerates the process, and I'm slowly migrating my 67 songs from the 3-ring binder over to the tablet. And I guess the final, real takeaway and benefit of the guitar camp was all the practice I did this summer. I learned more, no doubt, in the 6 weeks before camp than I had in the previous 2.5 years. You know, all those Acoustic Genius series that I really meant to get to that I never did. Well, I did this time. Learned a lot of scales, learned a lot of theory. Not that we covered scales and theory per se during the camp, but it made me much more confident going in, knowing I had at least gone through the stuff I'd already paid for. So that was kind of a no-brainer, but it's a great catalyst to do that. And then the final thing, you know, one of the campers, Bob, is from Southern California, lives in Anaheim Hills, about 10 miles from where I am in Huntington Beach. So we've exchanged a couple of emails and hope to get together in January. Because Bob played, you know, one of my favorites, Neil Young, and he played the guitar and the harmonica. And so I said, man, I'd love to add a third thing that I can't do very well: play guitar, sing, and play bad harmonica. What could be better than that? So hope to see you, Bob, in January. I'll be in touch when I get back in the area. Guitar fashion show, okay, in California. I've got a Breedlove 250. Just bought that last year. Very pleased with it. Not an expensive guitar. It was around $500, and I got, you know, several nice compliments on the sound and tone of it. So for an inexpensive guitar, very happy with that. Here in Houston, I've got a Taylor 414. Just a fantastic instrument. You know, you just strum open chords and it sounds like you're playing real music. So happy with this. Bob, you did the survey that I think a majority of the guitars at camp were Taylors, and I just love this one too. So, all right, the play out here. New song that I just learned and didn't know about it. Actually, once I got around to looking on Totally Guitar site, Neil already had a lesson up for it. So we'll try this one as we end up. Use my new technology here. This is by the Old Crow Medicine Show called Wagon Wheel. Headed down south through where the pines, I'm coming my way into North Carolina, staring up the road, pray to God I see the lights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm hoping for Raleigh, I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel, rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama. Running from the cold up in New England, an old corned beef in my hand, an old-time string band, a big guitar. I picked banjo. Oh, the North Country winters keep getting me now. Lost my money playing poker and I don't know how. But I ain't burning like living that old life. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama. Rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama. Walking to the south, out of Roanoke, on a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long coat. He was headed west from the Cumberland Gap, Johnson City, Tennessee. Gotta get a move on, fit for the sun. Hear my baby call my name, I know she's the only one. If I die, east I will. So rock me, mama, all night long. Rock me, mama, all night long. Hey, mama. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama. All right, Neil, see you in January.